Hey everyone, it's Will, Gamer Dad, with another video for you. So this is going to be my last video for the night. Hopefully you're enjoying the content I'm putting out so far. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. And again, I do have a Patreon account if you want to support me that way. Anyways, so I finished chapter 3, and now I have unlocked the very hard version of Saki's dream world. So they do use red keys, and they are level 62 mobs, so again, prepare accordingly. Note that normally in the green hard version, I only brought an entire team of IDA. In this case, being that the enemies are quite a bit stronger, and also weighing the advantages of having a high light team in order to get the rewards. Saki is a light character, even though Jade is a shadow, so keep that in mind as well. I brought Aldo to kind of balance out my team. First of all, because he is a level 85 star and that will add to my offense. Secondly, because I have farmed him to the 90 something light, so with him on my team, I can still maintain 5 IDA characters, as well as getting 120 light for the third reward line. I do also still have Saki, because as you know, if it's her dungeon, she has a 20% chance of getting an increased light here, and only a 10% in the hard version. And since you need to farm the Cocoon's dreams anyways, I'm going to be burning a few red keys here as well to expedite the process and unlock all those chant scripts. Okay, so you can see a few battles with the mobs. And in this case, I need to spread out the damage, so one hit of Aqua spread by Mighty is not quite enough to deal with them. And so when Serene is hitting one and Aldo's hitting the other, so remember to use targeting to hit different mob enemies so that you can hit, all 3 of them, or 2 of them depending on who you're fighting. So that worked out pretty well. Not taking too much damage. Again, if you've noticed, I am not bringing a healer, so taking a little bit of a risk here, but at the end of the day, I figure I can use all my MP and walk through the mobs first, and if needed, I can always use food at the very end to prepare before the boss. Now this is my first time challenging the boss without a healer. I'm not sure what to expect, but given the fact that this is a level 62 dungeon, I have faced Miglin's Castle, which the very hard I believe is 65, and I don't bring a healer to that. So hoping that 3 5-star characters is enough to handle the burden. Again, the boss is weak to wind, and I don't have any 5-star Iska or Claude, so I will be using 7 or Ruina as my wind damage. And the boss isn't resistant to anything either, so, using Aldo, Serene, and Mighty will be fine to deal damage. Just won't be additional damage and weakness to those elements. Now, in the case of Runa, or if you had, Iska, Aldo's Dragon God Slash does do a slash resistance debuff on enemies, especially the boss. So if you want to bring Iska with Aldo, if you happen to need Aldo on your team, then that will actually make things quite a bit easier in terms of dealing damage to the boss. But I'm sure if you're not free to play and you have spent some money, you probably can manage to have a very high light team, even with all mighty dupes, or so on and so forth. So whichever way you want to do it is fine. In my case, I am forced to use the mighty as well as the Aldo, and without Aldo, there's no way I can get all 3 lines. So that's fine. Anyways, just clearing the rest of these trash mobs. In this case, I'm using a full attack from either Serene's Groundbreaker / Mighty Aqua Spread, or I can use Aldo's X/Mark II plus Mighty's Aqua Spread. So basically 1 XL AoE and 1 small AoE. If you have a bunch of 5 stars, you can use probably 2 medium AoEs, and that will probably clear everything as well. Some of the enemies are weak to water, so Mighty has an advantage here as well. Not to mention he does give a bonus for IDA. So these are the weak ones to water right there. So 20k damage, no problem. After a few runs of this, the map gets pretty easy and easy to recognize as well. I found that in IDA Part 1, the Another dungeons were quite a bit more annoying. And just they felt a little bit longer. So this one feels a little bit more compact. I'm not sure if you feel that as well. Anyways, we're going to take on the boss. Here we go. So we're going to use everything we've got. I'm going to use Dragon God's Slash to kind of reduce the slash debuff and eventually set up an AoE or AF to finish off. So you can see the boss's AoE attack can essentially kill a 4-star. I don't have anything to mitigate any damage, so I'm probably going to have to end this battle really quick. So I'm planning to just do maybe one more attack, and if my life is a little bit low, just use one single AF. So taking some damage here, set up a couple of Dragon God Slash, and I believe 7's attack is also Slash, so that will be boosted a little bit. And you can see with 2 rounds worth and a half bar AF already, it built up enough power to deal 400k damage and finish off the boss. So, not too bad. Let's see what we get in terms of rewards. Okay, so not too bad. Nice, Saki Light. Thanks for watching. See you next time.